Yo, what's up, people? How you guys doing? Today, I say, look, I came across a couple of videos of Arnie Slot after the game against Chelsea, and I want to say that I think this guy is beginning to unravel slowly but surely. But I think my general I have an analogy in my head that I think is like a general thought of who I think this guy is because of how things are beginning to pan out after three losses in 7 days back to back with Liverpool. Now, am I saying that this is the end of it for them? No, that's not what I'm saying. But you can begin to see from certain things that he says, and even when you look at the data, right? The data says otherwise. But you know what? Let's listen to something that Arnie Slot said here. Arnie Slot, this was the first clip. He said this.
We've created more than enough chances to score more than one goal last week and today. And when we did, I think there was a period of the game where I felt now we're going to win it. We came a lot of times very close with chances, but also with moments where we had a 4 versus 3 in our favor, not outplaying it well enough in the last pass, but and in the last 10 minutes it was an end-to-end game. Both teams could have won it, and we didn't, and Chelsea did.
Okay, so I think again that's fallacious, right? I guess the Chelsea squad that you were facing was a makeshift, dilapidated squad. Chelsea didn't even have some of their best players playing today. Liverpool, you rocked into Stamford Bridge today. You rocked into Stamford Bridge with a complete squad, barring the young defender that you guys, Leone, that you guys just got that has an injury, and Allison. Everybody else was available, fit and available for this game. Chelsea already were depleted in their back line, right? So you coming in and saying all of this, like you created chances, and you know, no. Let's be realistic about it. We watch the game with our eyes and we look at the data, and even the data doesn't back you up, right? The data doesn't back you up. Chelsea had more shots. Chelsea had more shots on target. So there's no way you're going to sit here and say that. But then he went on and he said a second thing, right? He he said something else a second time, and I was like, all right, cool. Let's listen to what he said in this same interview the second time.
If the result would have been better today with a draw or a win, which was both possible, I don't say we deserved it. A draw we definitely deserved.
Did you hear that? A draw we definitely deserved. I don't say we deserved it, but a draw we definitely deserved. I'm going to play that again. I'm going to play that again.
Would have been better today with a draw or a win, which was both possible. I don't say we deserved.
Yeah, you're right. Both of that was possible, a draw or a win. But again, let's take that from the very beginning. Just listen to this, people.
Would have been better today with a draw or a win, which was both possible. I don't say we deserved it. A draw we definitely deserved,
A
but
draw we definitely deserved. This guy is now becoming delirious. How can you say a draw you definitely deserved? You brought your full squad against a depleted Chelsea squad, and you're talking about you deserved a draw. Like, I hope Liverpool fans are beginning to realize the mentality of the manager that they have, right? Because if this was came out of the mouth of any other manager who was challenging for the title right now, you would call him, "Oh, this guy is a coward," because that right there, saying we deserve the draw when you walked into Stamford Bridge with your full entire squad against that Chelsea squad that we saw today. And by the way, kudos to Chelsea. Kudos to Chelsea for playing the way they played. Kudos to Chelsea for taking the game to them. Kudos to Chelsea for actually winning the game. You know, Sanchez playing long balls today, and I was like, hold on, pause, what's going on? You know, Arnie Slot is beginning to lose the plot. And I said at the very beginning of the video, I said, I have like an analogy in my head, and this is, I think, from the last like 8 to 10 games of last season up until the preseason, plus the Community Shield, all those games. As I watched all those games, I began to paint a picture about this guy, and I think that Arnie Slot is a very good manager. Don't get me wrong; he's a very, very good manager, top manager. It's like you have top chefs, right? So I think he's like one of those top chefs, and he inherited a world-class restaurant, which is Liverpool, world-class restaurant that already had a standard menu, a world-class menu. And because he followed the recipe last season, you know, everybody who tasted that meal was like, great stuff. And then he went on to win Chef of the Year because he followed the recipe of a world-class restaurant with world-class players and just tweaked a few things. And they went on to win the league. And that was amazing because he followed the recipe. Now, in the off season, he's gone out and he has decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go spend money on, two ingredients on my own on my own ingredients that I want to add into the food, right? And I'm going to buy expensive stuff like white truffles that nobody has ever seen, or the world's most expensive saffron or something, because I don't know what this is with the players that he's brought in. So he brings in all these ingredients, right? And after adding it to the dish and serving the dish, for the first five, remember 5 and 5, or 5 and 5, for the first five taste, it was good. And then those things about the aftertaste, and then the next three tastes is now like tasting like socks and cardboard. Now the fans are complaining about give us the previous menu. Take Verts out the midfield and play the midfield that won the league last season. Stabilize the ship. You can hear them all talking about it. But when we pointed this out to you at the beginning of the season, you said rival fans were talking a lot of crap. You said our mouths were smelling. We should keep it closed, that we don't know what we're saying, that we don't know football because our club hasn't won, or because we didn't win last season, or because Chelsea, you told every rival, or because United came 17, their fans can't speak about what they see. But I'm just letting you know, this is my analogy of him. He's a good chef who, if he follows a menu, he will definitely make something of it. But if you give him the free hand to do what he wants to do, I don't think he has the capacity to carry this Liverpool team to defend the title. Personal opinion. If at the end of the season he does it, then hey, kudos to him. He basically has proved me wrong, and I'll hold my hand up and say, hey, you proved me wrong. But right now, this is what it's smelling like. It's smelling like a chef who just inherited a massively successful restaurant with already a top menu. And he last season, instead of anything, he just added a bit, remove some salt here, add some salt, maybe a little bit of soy, and then, that's now we're talking. The food is still the same menu. The patrons at the restaurant are loving it. It's sailed through. He wins Chef of the Year, wins the league, and everybody's like, yeah. And then come this league in the offseason, you've gone out and you've bought. Not only did he break, Liverpool broke the transfer record twice in one season. In one summer, sorry. Twice in one summer. People just want to gloss over it. And now we're putting players like that on the bench when you're rocking up against a depleted Chelsea side. Well, yeah, I just thought, hey, I had to do a video on this because I heard it. And I watched this interview and I was like, this dude is joking. We deserved a draw. Like, that's what he said. That's what your manager said, Liverpool fans. We deserved a draw. Definitely and he tried to say that real quick in between, saying, a draw or win could have happened, any one of those, but we deserve the draw. Like, he tried to drop that in the middle and just carry on with his speech as though he would not pick it up. But hey, we'll see. There's still a long way to go. We're still game week 7 right now. So there's a long way to go. There's still a good 31 games to play. So we'll see. We'll see if the Liverpool team can carry themselves, because I don't think this manager over the next 2 or 3 games, with the way he's trying to tweak things, is going to be able to pull you guys out of the mud. Personal opinion, last season there was a point where, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was a point in the season where Mo Salah was responsible for 75% of the goals of Liverpool. And this season, you brought in players who will take away from those goals, but are not even supplying the goals as well. So they're going to take away because they're that good. The Isaks are that good. The Ekitikes are that good. The Verts are that good, but they're not performing yet. And because they're not performing yet, barring Ekitike, but because they're not performing yet, they're also taking away the goals from Salah, and Salah is not being able to get into the spot that he was last season. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if his new ingredients, if he's going to keep forcing it down into the menu, or if he's just going to revert to the old menu and probably bench all his £100 million players. Peace. I'll see you guys. Like, share, and support the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.